Hey, welcome to today's episode of the High Lows Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Daniel Martinez. Today we have returning guest, Mr. Mike Marshall. We covered land development nuances and affordable housing. We have him returning back, covering a deal breakdown. We cover cool, interesting stories. Mike, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me back.
What is your cool, interesting story you have for us today? I know us as land developers have a lot of those. So
Yeah, I'll share with you probably my funniest story that I ever had was that if you're familiar with land development at all, you know that you have to go to these public hearings before like planning commission or city council. Well, there was one project I was working on and I was before city council and we're presenting the project and I was done with my presentation and the public is able to kind of come up and make comments, oppose or support the project or whatever. Well, this one girl comes up and she comes up to the podium and she starts singing a song to the city council. Now she has 2 minutes by right to be able to do that. So we have to sit and listen to her sing this song for 2 minutes. But her whole song was about her complaining that the McRib sandwich at McDonald's was taken away and she wanted the McRib sandwich back.
This show is sponsored by HiveMind CRM. It is more than just a CRM. It is a real estate and business mastermind that comes with an all-in-one CRM. You can have unlimited websites and users. You can call, text, RVM, and email all in one user interface. And you can set up custom automations for any type and multiple businesses. 65% of companies start using a CRM system within the first 5 years of business. Once implemented, the HiveMind will save you on marketing, give you more time, and make more money. One of our users had his first $100,000 month using our system in June. We want to see you automate and accelerate your business. Text us at 210-972-1842 for future meetings and of course to get our $1 course on how to make more than 6 figures on one land deal. You can schedule your free demo today at hivemindcrm.io.
Oh my! And she wanted city council to effect that change by forcing McDonald's to bring her sandwich. That was one of the most interesting experiences I've had in all of my professional years.
I mean, I do want to make rig back, but I don't think it's expensive of the city council to hear it.
Right. And ultimately, I think what ended up happening was we found out that it was like these students from the college, like there's like an art college nearby, and they came to do this as kind of like a prank, so to speak.
Yeah.
But, man, she pulled it off like so well where everybody was like in shock that like somebody would even do this at all, but especially in a public hearing like that, it was funny. So I've had some like weird experiences like that, I've seen other things like I remember one project we were working on where they were doing an addition to a house. And we went in there and there was a guy who was the son of the owner that was living there. And unfortunately, he had some mental health issues that he was dealing with. And he thought that there was aliens living within the walls of the house. And so he wanted to go and actually release the aliens from inside the wall. So he took hammers and was busting holes in all the drywall all throughout the house. You go upstairs and he had actually cut a hole in the floor upstairs. And the washer and dryer upstairs was like leaking water down and through that hole down into the kitchen. He was sleeping inside a tent inside the living room. And like I said, it was intense. So sometimes, man, you come across things you never thought you'd come across. Those are kind of the two craziest ones I ever dealt with.
I think YouTube has opened up people's like they've gotten like a little bit more like gumption to like do crazy stuff on camera. Yeah. And I wouldn't assume it's probably on YouTube.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, letting the ghost out of the walls. I mean, I think there's always a little bit of crazy in everyone, but there's definitely extremes to that.
Yeah, you can take it a little too far. Yeah, absolutely. Totally harmless guy, but man, like he was dealing with some stuff, that's for sure.
Do you have any interesting stories dealing with sellers like that were like?
Yeah, interesting. I don't have like maybe seller ones. I have ones that were buyers where like I was buying land and I was just flipping land. And this lady wanted to buy the land to actually shoot movies on, which I didn't necessarily care, what she's going to do. I just told her, hey, get whatever permits you need to get from the county once you buy it, just a piece of friendly advice. And she wanted to go out there and do like, explosions and like fires and all this kind of stuff. And this is out in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the desert. So she could probably get away with it and not have much going on. Well, the deal broke down and she kind of ghosted me. She never like followed through. And anyway, come to find out, she actually did go out there and start doing that stuff on the property and started filming and lighting off fireworks or whatever else. And the only way I knew is because I made friends with a guy that lived way down at the end of the dirt road to have him call me if he ever saw anything that needed to be cleaned up or anything like that. But yeah, I've had those kind of situations too, where people like kind of go off the rails and do some things like that. So that was another weird.
This is definitely a weird one. We have a guy right now looking at, I don't know if it's going to go through, it's probably preliminary, but we have like 75 acres that YouTubers interested in.
Huh.
So, and he's apparently his niche is like tractors and four-wheeling and stuff. So he might do some creative stuff on it. So we're pitching a collaboration if we sell him the property.
Nice. Yeah. That's cool.
ask for the kitchen sink whenever.
Right, you got to. Yeah, that's awesome.
You never know, and I think land is one of the cool things where you can ask for a lot of random things and usually get it. I have one of my clients was there negotiating. He's like, "Hey, if we close this deal, can we have the truck?" It was like a 1970s Ford or something. It's like, "Yeah, you can have it. This is a truck I grew up when I was driving," and I'm like, I mean, go ahead, take whatever you want. Apparently.
Yeah, that's funny.
Write it in the contract.
Right, exactly. As long as you have it in there, that's perfect.
Where can people find you online, and what little services are you providing to the community, and where can people find out?
Yeah, so our website, TolosaPropertyGroup.com, that's where you'll find all of the stuff we have to offer. We have a free webinar that's on there that's all about forced appreciation strategies. We follow that up with a whole series of webinars that's going on towards the end of the year. So we have that. We have a coaching program, and we have some other services and products that we offer as well. Our whole thing is really trying to bridge the gap between investors and really the land use and planning world. And so a lot of the tools that we offer are trying to do exactly that.
Yeah, definitely go check out the other episode. We covered a lot of cool nuanced stuff, and it's definitely worth a listen. We have some pretty good questions come across and cover a lot of cool, interesting stuff. So please go check out the other episode. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks, Mike, for providing value as always, and thanks for your time.
Thank you.
For everybody here, go like, share, subscribe. You know what to do. We'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a great day.
Watching this YouTube video, we hope you found value. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell to watch more videos just like this one.